you. Yo, Bash, you been tripping on them hoes.
What are you calling my phone for? Go back to the bitch you love so much. And leave me the fuck alone.
Burn live, burn live, burn live. Marijuana, we keeping y'all connected, hashtagging these red eyes, changing the viewers' eye red, keeping underage, smoking off social media, killing myself for your entertainment. Sitting here with friends and family, starting a conversation where we talk about everything. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Burn Live. Welcome to the Cannabis Conservative page. Today I'm gonna start off by really talking about groups and group chats and the different marijuana groups that's out here. I'm not gonna talk about them specifically, bros, but I am finna put in my 2 little cents in about some things, some situations. Look at here. The marijuana industry is a $1 billion industry. And when you dare to share and to involve your group, you're going to shelter yourself into a small category. Now, understand, I can understand this, and I'm going to say this. There are a lot of groups out there that got way more views, way more people that are part of their community than my community. Okay, I can admit that, but I am part of a marijuana community that I feel that still wants to know, learn, and progress marijuana. I still want to know what's going on. I still want to learn. I do not want to be looked at as one of the dumbass groups or looked at as nobody cares about the marijuana industry because all they care about is smoking weed and legalizing stuff. Y'all, that is the main reason why I keep going on and on and on and on. There's too many groups out here that literally just want to sit there and we talk about the little weed that you got from the dispensary, which everybody sees now that congratulations on legalizing marijuana, but nobody's really liking the dispensaries and what they're going. I was under the influence that, yes, by the time I came out here to Vegas and got into the dispensaries, I would never leave the dispensaries a gun because out here in Nevada, there's no telling what time of night, what time of day, what time it is that y'all can go to the dispensary. I thought that was hella beautiful. I thought that was magnificent. Wonderful. But I'm in this group chat this morning, y'all, and I was just sitting in there, and I normally don't go inside these group chats, these different ones that I have no idea what's going on. They claim that I've been in there for so long. Like this one today, y'all, it says I've been there since 2020. They just kicked me out today because they claim I promoted another page. And I was like, yeah, I say we can only discuss about marijuana. Dude, young man, has a cannabis growing page on YouTube. Now look, we found each other on Facebook, but we were talking about something that goes on YouTube. We got scolded on. I was like, me and a couple other people in the group, I don't know who they are, was like, how can we grow? Like this group was for marijuana. We're talking about marijuana. I'm a marijuana cannabis podcast. I talk about politics and laws and things that go on in United States of America. They was like, cool. Okay, if they're cool, then why can't I discuss it in your group chat? Because, like I told them, I could put anybody on onto this show. I can go into anybody's group chat and sit up there and debate about some politics or real laws or anything that's going on. And our damn near can guarantee that nobody is gonna debate with me or nothing like that. I promise you that. Okay. So without further ado, I do got the story that people want me to get into and stuff like that. So therefore, give me a second, and I'm finna get into this story. So all right, y'all. We remember the story we did. I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. The cop innocently going into a home and shooting an 11-year-old kid when the 11-year-old kid shot the police. The man is on pay relief absence. This is the follow-up story of the kid getting to speak out about what happened. Tragedy story. And here we go.
Shot in the chest by a police officer after he called 911 for help. Tonight, Adarian Murray describing the moment police told him to come out with his hands up. His family wanting to know why the officer then opened fire. Here's ABC's DeMarco Morgan.
It's been barely a week since 11-year-old Adarian Murray was shot in the chest inside his own home by Mississippi police responding to a call for help.
I ran across the corner and then I just got shot.
How did you come out of the room?
I came out doing this.
What did it feel like?
It felt like a taser, like a big punch to the chest.
Adarian himself calling 911 when he awoke to fighting at 4 a.m. last week. His mother's ex-boyfriend, who she says had been violent previously, showing up at the family's home. The officer who ultimately fired his gun showing up not long after.
Once he was like, come out with your hands up, at that moment is when my son came out.
Why that officer pulled his trigger remains unclear, and city police are not commenting.
He was like, I don't want to die. That's what he was saying. While I was on the ground, I said, you're not going to die, baby. You're not going to die. Just keep talking.
Adarian treated in the ICU for collapsed lung and a cut on his liver, lucky to be alive. But tonight, Adarian is in good spirits, but says he sometimes has trouble breathing. His mother telling me she wants that officer that shot her son charged. He remains on paid leave. With
DeMarco Morgan for us. Thank you. And DeMarco will have much more of his interview with 11-year-old Adarian Murray tomorrow morning on Good Morning America and then later on GMA3.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel.
It gotta be bad. It's gotta be sad because they're not releasing nothing. No statements. So we know this cop is gonna go to jail. I'm surprised Black Lives Matter is not showing up at these people's door. It kind of make you wonder, like, why isn't Black Lives Matter showing up there? Why aren't there protesting outside? You know what I'm saying? It makes you want to look at these ideas and wonder what's going on. What's the narrative? Obviously, the guy who was abusing the little kid's mother had to be known for having pistols. Mississippi, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's dark. You may got a little bit of crack of daylight outside. Just paint this scenario for you guys. 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you're what? An hour, 15 minutes or so before sunrise or something like that. Because sunrise is basically at 5 o'clock in the morning. The earliest sunrise, I do believe, is at 4:30. Yeah, that's why I was thinking maybe like 4:20 in the morning in the month of July. So $4 o'clock in the morning, Saturday cartoons is not even on. So it's pretty Earl is pretty. I don't want to say it's pretty of a disturbing time. I don't want to say that, but then in the same breath, I want to say, yeah, 4 o'clock in the morning, you calling me, and it's violence. That's disturbing time. Because they say 3 o'clock in the morning is booty call hour. Like if you only getting calls at 3 o'clock in the morning because somebody wants sex. So that whole hour after that, the police is called. It's just shocking that Black Lives Matter and none of these progressive groups are kicking in or sticking in or even showing up to even discuss what's going on. Shocking. Let's go on to this story right here.
A pea-filled protest in front of London's Equality and Human Rights. Woke climate activists who tried to stage a... All right, guys. So once again, we got to talk about some woke climate activists who tried to stage a protest during a show in Sweden, in Europe, because that is where a lot of these people are super active. Okay. Whatever reason, they won't go to China to stage their protest, even though that's probably where they need to be.
We is not going to be discussing that. That is unfortunately not important to us. Yeah. But he did have a article this morning, y'all. He did have an article this morning that I did want to follow up on. It was very interesting. The thing is, try to remember what it was actually dealing about. As you see, y'all, I watch a lot of YouTube. I think this is it, and I think this is not it.
St. Louis-based parent company.
This is not it, but close enough to something that we should not be discussing. I do not want to discuss. I'm tired of the Bud Light.
She's not really been able to do either. And I feel like she hasn't broken through on major policy accomplishments. And she will, fairly or unfairly, be the most scrutinized vice president in history because she's running with the oldest president running for president.
And she's also a Black woman.
But I think you have to be able to fairly critique the vice president of the United States without just saying it's the color of their skin or the fact she's a woman.
But it is part of it.
She's not really been able to do
camp, the Angel Tree Summer Camp. In these
anybody think that's like
camp, they're
feel like she hasn't broken through.
Anybody think like before we go on, because obviously I see we're talking about the vice presidents. I really wanted the Black Conservative page because he actually put up some numbers of how the voting system and Pamela overrating of getting Reid put back into office is low. Joe Biden's is higher than Pamela. And the reason is why is because she's not tough as she was when she was in California. There's a rhetoric of her speaking over. They call it the salad bowl speech, which people don't comprehend, and it doesn't resonate with us. Now, on The View, they had this conversation, and she actually backed up, made some valid points of why Pamela is not popular. And yet again, the girl next to her, which unfortunately I don't know her name, which to me is unimportant, is going to say, because she's a Black woman. But the thing is, people, ladies and gentlemen that watch my show, Black women are successful in America. They're not non-successful. They're not getting picked on. They're not getting degraded. All these things that are so-called being seen, I don't see it unless it's in a deep black community. It's in the hood. Stuff like this is what you finna hear is I want to say it's partially hood talk and partially non-hood talk. I'm finna break it down which part I think is hood talk and which part I think is not hood talk.
Through on major policy accomplishments. And she will, fairly or unfairly, be the most scrutinized vice president in history because she's running with the oldest president running for president.
And she's also a black woman.
But I think you have to be able to fairly critique the vice president of the United States without just saying it's the color of their skin or the fact she's a woman.
But it is part of it.
What makes you say that?
Well, we're in the United States of America.
But with someone like
Hood talk right here. Because we're in America. What?
Me saying it, do you think I could have a legitimate policy of
It's not you. It's just we're in the United States of America, and black women, and this is just not me saying it. I mean,
It's not me said it, so why you said it?
been studies. Black women are considered less articulate. They are considered uglier. They are considered all of these things
beautiful,
by this country, and it's because of the history, of course, of misogyny and
But it's also
sexism.
just women. I mean, Jerry Ferraro back in the day ran for vice president, and they went after her too.
And that's the misogyny part. But when you mix the misogyny and the racism,
I'm sorry,
it's extra. It's a little extra.
Can they get any dumber? Dumb and dumber. You know, the thing that bothers me with these people is that they can't just admit that Kamala Harris is dumber than a bag of rocks on its knees, working.
Yet again, y'all, this part where they start degrading people and calling people dumb. I try not to. I can't say the word promote. Thank you.
St. Louis-based parent company Anheuser-Busch, which has seen sales of its top brand fall 6 consecutive weeks since.
I try not to encourage us calling people who obviously took the time out to get in their place or position. We can't be done. I can't say you can't be done, because you got in these places of importance. It's hard to digress that we, the people, will really, really, truly let somebody that's the word definition dumb, ignorant, dumbass, stupid into higher power unless that person is truly, truly being controlled. Okay? You're just not. Most people that are idiots get ridiculed, put down, not upraised and put in position to do better than somebody who's willingly deserving of a position. That's something that's rare, something that is vile to our society. And if we let people, if we let a person say Pamela is the word dumb, truly definition of dumb, and we're letting dumb people in position, then you might as well, we can't complain about the poorness and the sadness and the gun violence and women getting no respect and black men getting no respect and the KKK is still around and there's white supremacists. I mean, all of that stuff is like so 100% valid. Then, if we're letting dumbasses in the White Houses, and we might as well fuck it. It's getting bad. It's getting terrible. Y'all, as y'all see, I'm looking around. I should just stay right here. 4 days ago, y'all, high-speed chase. What's that? High-speed chase, speed robbery in LA County. I seen that. That's not too big of a disperse. Ooh, schools and what's up?
A college commencement speech going off the rails with radicalism. Liberal City University of New York is taking a lot of heat after allowing a graduate to give a speech that attacks the police and the military and calling for a revolution against what she claims is the legal system's white supremacy.
Those who brunt the ferocity of the violence, those who carry the revolution, the people, the masses, those who brunt the ferocity of the violence, those who need our protection, they will carry this revolution. No longer are we going to capitulate to oppressors. No longer are we going to put our hope in their depraved consciousness. The law is a manifestation of white supremacy that continues to oppress and suppress people in this nation and around the world.
You know, Jesse, I don't know what law she's talking about, but I went to law school and so did Harold. I doubt we would agree with what that graduate said, but she was selected by the students of the City University of New York, an accredited law school. And I mean, is that woman and the speech that she made reflective of what the graduating lawyers are thinking?
Probably. We're euthanizing ourselves as a country. She is from Yemen. This is a poverty-stricken, war-torn country. Rocked by terrorism, drought, famine. The United States has poured $4 billion in aid into that country, military aid, food assistance. So she comes over here. We save her life, probably. Grew up in Queens. We educated her. We kept her safe. And she comes out of here and delivers a really venomous attack on everything that has made this country great. Capitalism. The free market system, the pillars of this country, the foundations.
Anybody watch my show? Understands that without capitalism, without growth, we couldn't grow. Understand, take this for an example, y'all. If a farmer sells an egg for $1, and it's a guy that has a machine that can pump eggs a little bit faster than the guy that's selling for $1, so he sells 2 for 50 cents. So he moves a little bit faster. Now, there's a guy down the street next to him who doesn't have eggs. He have hen eggs. You don't have chicken eggs. You have hen eggs. Hen eggs is bigger. Some say hen eggs have double yolk. So he sells the eggs for $3. This is capitalism. This is competition. This is what makes America great again. To take that away and said, no, the first guy selling his eggs as $1. Everybody likes it. The guy next to him, even though he has a machine, he can pump out more. He still got to sell his eggs for $1. The guy next to him, even though he doesn't have chicken eggs, he have hen. They're bigger eggs. He can't sell his for $3. He had to sell it for $1. That's what type of world a lot of Democrats, a lot of foreigners come over here and misconstrued with capitalism. Like, no, it's not equal. It's not an equal playing field. Everybody, yes, it is an equal playing field when you have the right to make your own prices, to set your own rules when it comes to your own business. If we take that value away that simple word value, we would grow. Everybody. And see, this is the problem, and this is what everybody sees. Everybody can be able to hop in the industry. In any industry out there, everybody can be able to hop in it. Everybody don't want to be business makers. Some people like being workers. You gotta be able to give people choices, good or bad. Good or bad, there's still going to be choices. There's still going to be decisions to make. There's still going to be like a comic book. It's still going to be good. It's still going to be bad. It's still going to be evil. It's still going to be superheroes. There's still going to be this concept, no matter how you look at it. But don't take the value of capitalism. Don't take the value of growth. A guy the other day wants to say that if the Indians still had this land today, right now, do you think it would be developed? And I was like, you can go to Indian reserve land today, right now, all over America, and all over America, there are Indian reserve land that Indians got. Look at what's on that property. Look what's on that land. Did both of y'all say hardly anything? Did both of y'all say only thing you see on Indian lands for real is casinos? You're right. And I done traveled all over, you know what I'm saying, in a car, driving, seeing these roads, seeing these villages, seeing these towns. There's not one town that is super metropolitan in the Indian community. I done seen them have schools. I done seen them have houses. I done seen them have all the essentials. And this was 2000. This was 2015. And what'd you say?
I said nothing extravagant.
So when you hear speeches like what she said, we got to get rid of the white supremacists. We got to get rid of capitalism. Make you want to ask these questions. Woman, is there capitalism where you from? I'm curious. Is there? There's probably not. We can't be letting the new generation take away the simple moral freedom. And hold on, because it just really just crossed my mind or something. What if other countries do send them smart, intelligent girls, people, because they're manipulated into our school systems to help vote out things that make our country great? Now that is a conspiracy theory that I can run with. I'm gonna hashtag these red eyes on this one because this is something that is smart, slowly strategic. We can take our time and vote out things that make America strong, and then other countries to take over. Think about it, y'all. Let's hold on. Let me paint this picture for you. Let me paint the picture. What is shy? Look at the picture. Look at her. Look at the car. Look at the latte. You see, mate? You see, mate? You see, mate? Not full-fledged American. Came over here. Estimate, y'all. Report. There's supposed to be 22 million illegal immigrants in America today. If you give them voter rights, because they hear what you're going to do with them. What are we going to do with 22 people who feels like the government opened the door and just let them come over here? And now we're going to give them rights to vote. What if they're doing that because they know to tear down the freedom, the rights, to make America look just like any other country? We got to let them in. Because the more and more and more and more people are American, more and more that people are waking up, not woke, waking up and seeing the rhetoric, seeing the grooming, seeing the tenacity of things that they're putting into our livelihoods and saying that it's important. I think the word is tenacity. My bad. I was just thinking about that. Did I say that word right? But we see these problems, and we as people that are waking up to being conservative now, they're starting to seem like, okay, conservative values is the values that I contribute to. There are democratical things that I contribute to too. When Joe Biden came to Nevada and wanted to stop resort fees at the hotels, I can actually get behind that. That's not a bad idea. That cheapens the price, that makes more people want to come and book. You know what I'm saying? That really what Nevada would need, and I promise you they would double their volume of people. And it would. I mean, it really, really, really would. For Nevada, like I just found out too. Capitalism. Nevada sees 40 million tourists a year. Florida sees 60 million tourists a year. New York sees 80 million tourists a year. Take away capitalism. All right. We're going to come up with a common number, 40. Every state that has tourism only can have 40 million people visit their state at a time. Only that much. But do you see how taking away capitalism. Taking away capitalism, that small word with that big outcome takes away a lot. Hearing people like a lawyer who came over here, who's a young lawyer, who would fight for injustice or fight for taking away laws and constitutions and people who worked hard for the dollar who may become a billionaire. Oh, let's tax them more, which we found out over here that the rich during Trump era was paying more. Now in certain states pay more. Not in Washington. No, the poor pays more. But Washington got to wake up and learn how to vote. Oregon got to, I'm not even going to go to Oregon. That's a lost cause. Oregon, I feel like Oregon now is the lost cause state. I once wanted to say California was a lost cause state. Oregon is definitely a lost cause state. I hope Alaska is not next. Hawaii, you know, Alaska, you can go up there and hide. Most felonies, people that definitely are running from life in penitentiary, go to Alaska.
So people who are going for like big crimes.
Super big crimes is going to Alaska, going to Mexico, you know,
Anywhere out of the United States.
anywhere where they can stay off a radar. Anywhere where it's super hard. But see, Canada has a radar. A lot of people don't think that. A lot of people think because we talk bad about Canada and they be sleeping on. Canada has a lot of same woke ideology going up there as America. They got a lot of religious wars going on. They was on lockdown longer than us. A lot of truck drivers that travel in between Canada and United States was stuck up there in Canada for months after we had opened back up because their borders didn't open back up.
I know one thing they need to fix though. Their healthcare system.
I'm gonna say that topic for another day when it comes to the healthcare system, because I rather have videos to put up to talk to people to show them like free healthcare, paid healthcare. Everybody that in a lot of other countries who got free healthcare do not like that free healthcare. It's just like our free healthcare here. We get it, but you don't like it. It doesn't cover the real true things that you need to take care of. There are countries that got paid healthcare that if you're healthy, you don't pay nothing. When you're sick, you pay. Some countries that have free healthcare actually take care of you, actually do their jobs. Not letting industry. That's what's wrong with America. America is run off industry and corporate and I want not what's the word I'm looking for? What are they called? What are they called?
What's under the
Corporations are called what?
Oh my God. An industry.
I can't think of the word. I got sidetracked. I really couldn't think of the word. I'm so sorry. But other than that, there's a lot of wax right here. Let's go see what else. Portland. Let's go see what's going on.
Are they running? 902, I got him. Through the intersection, almost. Keep it on.
In Portland, Oregon, police are conducting special operations. Their mission? Track down stolen cars and arrest those responsible.
Through the intersection, just collided.
In recent years, Portland, like many cities across the country, has seen an increase in the number of stolen cars. On average, a vehicle is ripped off every 48 minutes in Portland. Not only does that stolen car create a real headache for the owner, but officers say stolen vehicles are often connected to other crimes. Adding to the problem,
Through red, just got tagged by another car.
the bad guys often elude police.
Still continuing westbound on Fremont.
So to help tackle this growing issue, Portland police turn to data science in the same way sports teams use analytics and companies optimize performance.
It's a process, and that's what we're learning here is how to use our data in a process that helps us do better work with less resources.
Portland police created special stolen vehicle operations. The idea is to flood an area with police, along with an airplane above, to make traffic stops and arrests. And to some degree, it worked. But officers knew there had to be a better way. So they turned to the data. The idea was to find out how veteran officers identified stolen vehicles, then translate that into a formula that could help others working these special missions. Officers started tracking elements that were present on every stop of a stolen vehicle. In all, nearly 100 factors were put into a database and analyzed. These included physical characteristics of the vehicle and vehicle driving behavior. Importantly, nothing about the driver's racial profile. These elements are called enrichment factors, essentially hallmarks of a stolen vehicle. For example, a missing license plate, a broken window, no lights, and abnormal lane changes. As the theory goes, the more enrichment factors, the more likely it's a stolen car.
So when we look at a vehicle like this, you look at the fact that there's no plates on the vehicle. Their driving was erratic. It was inappropriate. So that's also another factor that made them realize it. And then when they tried to initiate a traffic stop on it, it ran, it eluded. Right. And so, stolen car.
And it all kind of adds up.
Correct. And then the driver also has a warrant for his arrest.
To better understand the numbers,
That look like crap.
turn to an unlikely partner, cancer researchers at Oregon Health Sciences University, who specialize in big data. After almost a year in practice, the data science appears to be helping officers work more effectively. Previously, officers at Portland's East Precinct recovered one stolen vehicle for every 31 stops. Now, they're recovering one stolen vehicle for every 5 stops.
We're being asked.
Man, the crazy thing about Portland is, y'all, Portland, Oregon is beautiful as hell. Okay? Yeah, ain't no buts. They hoods is beautiful. They're poor, middle class, and high. Everything about Portland is beautiful except for the homeless. Even, I mean, I've been there, y'all. I enjoyed driving around. I'm honestly gonna say I did not go to Portland. I did not. I stayed in the outskirts.
My brother was born in Portland, Oregon. He was born in Portland. He lived there for a couple of years and then he moved over here to Vegas. And then my mom had me.
Okay, I want to say, unfortunately, he was born in Portland, and like, you don't even know nothing about Portland, do you?
No.
Okay.
That's all I know about Portland. That's why I didn't
Yeah,
see anything
but
else.
nothing. Okay. Do we all about trade of thought? I like how I paused on them statistics, y'all. That was dope. That should be my thumbnail right there. I need to be like, nah, I'm just playing. I'm not playing, but just playing. But no, Portland is beautiful. A lot of trees, a lot of windy roads, cheap dispensaries. They bought a lot of California where you talk about the tallest trees in America. That shit's beautiful. Y'all ought to go check that out. But, now here comes the but. There's a lot of roads you can just dip out. They got a lot of long roads when it comes to like these little counties. This right here, what we see is a county. That's out in the country, county, however you want to look at it. Them roads long as hell. Before you come up to that intersection or anything to make a left or a right, or before you go into a damn cul-de-sac and get stuck. Like that's real talk when it comes to. I don't understand why people take cars and then fled to the county. Like that makes absolutely no sense. Because it's gonna be forever before. Ooh, that was hard. That was hard. It should be. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It was ugly. How long we been live? Oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's around an hour for the power. I ain't gonna get into another story. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Appreciate people hanging out with your boy. Capiche? It's been another Cannabis Conservative News Day. I like to read. I like to read to that. I like to read to that. It's been another Cannabis Conservative News Day. I'm gonna work on that. I am just ideas. But I'm finna get off here, y'all. Y'all know me. I don't like to hold y'all all day. It's not my idea of what to do. Y'all have a good one. Have a good night. Peace.